Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and at first, thank you very much, Chris, for your kind words and the nice introduction, and also thank you very much, the Broad Institute, to be here. That's really a pleasure for me. Really nice location, looks like a cinema. I'm really happy, and now it's a little bit like a movie. It's great. Thank you very much for that, and thank you also, Jan, and your team for this good and perfect organization. Dear Stacey Gabriel, I'm looking forward to your presentation, your speech later on. And dear Elizabeth Jenkins, thank you very much that you will moderate, and thank you also for presentation in one of the workshops. It was really great and exciting, and I'm looking forward to also to talk with you afterwards in our reception here directly nearby. It's also quite important to bring people together in this really pressure times. That it's good to know each other and to build up personal trust. That's really important. Also in the sense of science diplomacy, and I will speak a little bit also about this subject. Distinguished members of the scientific community, friends, colleagues, estimated guests. It's both an honor and a pleasure also for me to stand in front of you here and to talk about this really important subject about health research, tech, and diplomacy. And my focus will be a little bit more about diplomacy because I'm from the German Embassy in Washington, D.C., but also Chris mentioned I have a lot of research, conduct a lot of research in my other life, but I can use now some results for that to bring it to life. That becomes an important cornerstone, the subject for our transatlantic relationship between Germany and the United States, and also will say between the European Union and the United States, because Germany is a really important part of the European Union, but I speak especially for Germany today. As the world navigates an increasingly complex, interconnected global landscape, the transatlantic science relation has emerged as a vital tool for fostering collaboration, managing competition, and addressing the challenge posed by technology innovation, especially in the health industry, also by health research and health innovation in Germany and the United States. In times of growing political polarization, when dialogue often seems strained, we must recognize the unparalleled potential of science collaboration to act as bridges between nations. Science collaboration between people, researchers, but also between institutions. Transatlantic partnership between Germany and the United States in science holds immense significance for Germany and the United States. Science plays a crucial role in shaping our societies, fostering innovation and economy, and advancing shared values. That's also quite an important aspect in the field of science diplomacy. We have shared values in really a lot of aspects. In an area marked by global crisis and geopolitical tensions, the need for intensive transatlantic collaboration has never been more pressing. Our US-German partnership deeply rooted in shared history. I think you're all familiar with that. I think there were more than 40 million Germans came to the United States in the 19th and 20th century. Must involve to meet today's global challenge, we work together. Health research, technology development, and innovations are quite important in these times. The demographic shift is leading to far more diverse and varied societies in both of our countries. And that is a good thing. The transatlantic glue is not made of heritage alone, but of a converse of values. And the global challenges that we have to tackle together are huge. These are not merely consequences of the two terrible wars in Ukraine and Israel. Tectonic global shifts, the rise of the Indo-Pacific century, dramatic global climate change, the emergence of new technology, all these issues transcend national borders. But like these challenges, research and education also know no borders. Research and education drives our collaboration. It's important for our collaboration, and diversity of thoughts. That's the main driver of good innovation and research results, diversity of thoughts. Our universities and research institutions, for example, in Germany, we have the Max Planck Society. I think you are quite familiar with that. We have the Fraunhofer Society in the field of applied research, Leibniz Society and also really strong research and universities, together with the US labs from the Department of Energy and with the strong universities and private research organization, we have to work together. We have to work together, especially because these institutions and universities are beacons of cooperation, academic freedom, democracy, and pluralism. This is quite important for Germany and a part of our science diplomacy. Science transcends borders and politics. It is a universal language, one that enables us to address common challenges of our time. I only would like to mention a few. For example, energy research. We work strong together with the US in the field of fusion energy, but also in other fields of energy research. Public health, quite important, and the Broad Institute is a really good example in this field. We work together with MIT, with Harvard, but also with German researchers, and I can expect there are a lot of German researchers here in this area. I think at Harvard there will be 500 around. Or technical transformation aspects, also a field we have to work together. Today, more than ever, we must look to science and education as forces that united us rather than divide. A key political element in this context is science diplomacy. And I'm really glad there's a German research institutes and also DIYH also working in this field. It's a really important aspect in our time. But what is our understanding about science diplomacy? Science diplomacy can describe with three keywords, often uses three keywords, and it's connect, inform, and enable. What does it mean? Connect, to help to create partnership. What we do together here, it's we build partnership, institutional partnerships, but also partnership on personal level to build also trust. This is what we mean with connect, bringing people together in order to exchange ideas and new perspectives from different angles and develop the learn process and new perspectives and partnerships. That's what we're also doing today here with this future forum. That this future is really important for that. We have different views on some really strong challenges. The second aspect is to inform. Help to solve global, regional, and national challenges if we work together in the United States, in Europe, but also worldwide. The third aspect is enable, make it possible to create suitable conditions for international education and science collaboration, ranging from basic research to applied research. That means to enable. The Broad Institute is, I think, a really good example to enable because you have funding money, you have researchers, you have networks, and you focus on the challenges. So it's also, I can say, a part of science diplomacy that you're doing this and also in exchange with us here tonight. Germany and the United States have been working together successfully in science and technology for many decades. The German-American bilateral agreement on science and technology concluded 15 years ago. Since 2010, we have strengthened our science political ties between our countries, constantly broaden the scope of scientific cooperation. For example, in the field of artificial intelligence, in quantum information science, advanced manufacturing, but also in the field of health research. And in my home department, or home ministry, that's the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Space, we have only a huge department only handles the health issues. And we have a lot of cooperation also with the National Science Foundation and other research organizations in the United States. Diplomats, scientists, and policymakers must work hand in hand to ensure that the technologies of tomorrow serve the common good, promote sustainable development, and enhance international standards that reflect our shared value. Germany remains deeply committed to advancing these goals, to work together with the United States, and the work of the German Center for Research and Innovation in New York, but also in San Francisco, as a sister organization, you mentioned that before, supported by the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research before, and then now Science, Technology and Space, and the Foreign Federal Office, is a really proof concept here, and we are happy that we can come together through this organization. The Future Forum is the best example to have an important dialogue, especially under pressure time. Thank you very much for being here, and I wish us a good discussion now and later on our reception, and thanks to be the host of this wonderful event. Thank you.